Now it started doing that. Okay. Here we are. Page 59. First of all, I want to give you what they say is the definition of subtraction. T-I-O-N. The definition of subtraction, so normally you might think of it as removing something, right? If I have A and whatever B is, you are removing B from whatever A is, right? Removing B from A. Subtracting is the same thing as adding the opposite of the second number. Okay, subtraction is the same as adding the opposite of the second number. And this can just be really, really handy for you to do things quickly in your mind. Just think of it as combining positives with negatives. That entire rule set that you guys learned about over the past several lessons, page 54, all the rules for addition, they deal with subtraction as well, really. So, example 1, just some things for you to copy and review with me. The first thing I might say to you is, what if we are performing a regular subtraction problem like that? It is the same thing as taking a positive 9 and combining it with a negative 12. What would the difference of those two numbers be? A 3, right? Negative 3, because that negative number has a larger absolute value. So this, because this has a larger absolute value, assigned that. Okay? Or say take a negative 7 and remove 1 from it. Negative 7, add the opposite of the second number. Well, the opposite of 1 is a negative 1. Okay? So we're combining a negative 7 with a negative 1. Same sign, just combine them and keep the same sign. Or negative 6 minus a negative 10, you add the opposite of the second number. So now it is negative 6 added to a 10. Remember, I don't know if you guys remember this or if I said it with this class, removing a negative has a positive impact. Have you guys ever heard me say that? So Jay's a troublemaker. He's a negative in this class. And if I kick him out, it's a positive impact on the rest of us. By the way, thank you for letting me be silly. Removing a negative has a positive impact. Thus, we end up with a 4. Positive 4 is the end result. This last one, I'm going to do a couple like this, okay? Say you have a negative y. And from that negative y, you remove a negative y and a positive 4. What you might not realize is that this negative has to be distributed over both of the pieces within parentheses. So removing a negative results in a positive y. Removing a positive 4 results in adding a negative 4. And it's really however you like to do these. Some people just can see it, but for me, I actually have to perform these steps. Okay, and then I brought down this negative y. So the two y's cancel each other out, don't they? All that you're left with is a negative 4. That's the only thing that's left, a negative 4. Here's another one for you. Same exact type of example. I have a positive m and I am going to remove a negative n and a 3 from that item. Remove a negative n and a 3 from that item. So the m just sits waiting patiently for all this jazz to occur, right? What does this negative do to that negative n, Kat? Yep. Positive n. And Lee, what does that negative do to the positive 3 within? Yep. And I'm just gonna on negative 3. There's your answer. M plus n minus 3. It's okay to write it like that. M plus n minus 3. Okay, one more example of those. And I want you guys to try it once I get it up here, okay? There it is. I'll give you a couple seconds to copy it. The opposite of 10 minus k and the opposite of k minus 12. Simplified, what do you end up with? I'll give you guys about a minute to do that. Almost there? Kat's done, Jay's done, Lily, are you there yet? Okay. What'd you guys come up with? What's your answer? Lee? Nope. Answer. Yep. 2. All right, Lee, look up here. Did you do the negative over the 10? Did you do the negative over the negative k? Did you do the negative over this k? Did you do the negative over that? Okay, then you tell me how you got what you got. So negative 10 added to a positive 12. And negative k and a positive k. Okay, so you're good. Okay, simple pencil error. It happens, no big deal. All right. That's always nice when it's just a simple error, not that you're a total train wreck. You know, I know I hate it when I feel like, oh, I don't have the slightest idea. Here's example 2, my friends. Example 2 in your book uses words. Words like 30, negative 30 decreased by negative 19. Well, here's my example. It is 15 decreased by negative 3. Translate 15 into numbers for me. What would you write? 15. What operation is decreased? Yep. How much are we subtracting? Good, yes. So what will the end result of this be? 18, because you add the opposite. Good, folks. Wow. All right. Here's the next one. The opposite of the difference between y and 7. First, let's work the end of that sentence. What is the difference between y and 7? How would you write that? Kat, how would you write the difference between y and 7? Good. Y minus 7 is a good indicator of that. How would I write the opposite of that? Good. Holy cow, you're rocking this. Can we simplify that at all? Hmm?
Oh, yeah, actually.
What does it become? Yep. Good. When you distribute that negative over those two pieces, you end up with that. Very, very good. Very good. Okay. How you guys feeling about this? Easy, right? I would agree with you. I would definitely agree with you. They might get a little bit bigger, like in example 3, but it's really not any bigger technique-wise. So let's just practice a few. I'm going to get these up here for you, and I want you to try them. Here's the first one. Try this. Here comes the second one. Oops. Here's the last one. Okay, I want you to try these 3, please. Try those 3. It's the opposite of negative b, and this is all parentheses, the opposite of negative b plus 6 minus a. It's not.
Oh, okay.
That's why I copied it up there for you guys. This is all out of my book. Did you not get it copied, Jay?
No, not 2 and 3.
So I put these down right here. Here's the second one. The opposite of negative b, the opposite of positive 6, the opposite of negative a. The last one, nothing affects the m, but the opposite of negative n and the opposite of positive 3. Okay? Like I said, they don't get any tougher, they just get a little bit bigger. Everybody get that? Copied at least? Okay. All right, I'll let you guys get started.